Hi, today I'm going to be talking about college in a new type of video format I'm doing called Dunk Discussions, in which I talk about important everyday topics that affect people, including my own take on it and my own feelings on it. So today, as I said earlier, talking about college. So basically, I want to talk about how I felt pre-college, during college, and after college, as far as like emotions go. So first, we're going to start off with pre-college. High school just ended, it was not really that sad of a moment. I was excited to go to college. I didn't really know what to expect, and I was working all summer. As far as feelings go, I just broken up with my girlfriend at the time, or we broke up. She broke up with me, whatever you want to call it, and it was not a very good time. It was. It felt like a state of just sadness. It felt like everything was going wrong, one after another, and I don't really want to reflect too much on this part of my life because I felt like it was just all negative. But I didn't know what to expect about the next chapter. But I did know that I was pretty not content with the life I was living at that point. I felt like I was growing apart from my friends. I felt like I was staying alone more, wanted to be inside more, didn't want to go out, have fun. Also felt like most of my friends were doing activities that I didn't really feel like I wanted to do, such as, I don't know, like partying or something like that. It just it was a rough phase of my life that I'm glad is over, and I was didn't know at the time how great college was going to be, but I mean I'm gonna soon figure out. I guess start talking about it now. So from day one when I got onto campus, there was just a lift of weight off my shoulders, like a massive lift of weight. It felt like I was independent, in charge of my life. I had a new start, I think was the most important thing. And, I really wanted to experience everything there was to do with college and, meet new people. That was another cool thing. Feel like from the moment I stepped in the room, everyone was very inviting and nice. I didn't feel like there was any drama. Which, there was lots of drama in high school, so I didn't really know what to expect. But the difference between high school and college is that the people you're thrown like together with in college, you choose to be there. So it's not like you have to be with them because there's only like 500 kids in the school, right? It's not like you have to form your own little cliques to like survive, I guess. But you get to pick the people you want to spend time with, and not only that, but you get to pick how long of time you want to spend with them, which allows better, deeper relationships to form, and honestly, better friendships to form in a much smaller time than if you were in any other environment. It's a very unique thing that I don't think many people would understand unless they were in that situation. Which good thing is most people get to experience it. But yeah, right when I got into college, it felt right. It felt like I was, I had a good fit. I didn't have to go home to anything terrible. I didn't have to deal with any drama from back home. Like I could literally just disconnect from that part of my life and move on to a different part. And it was honestly amazing. It was one of the best things I had ever experienced. And the good thing is I get to go back. So, it's I'm really looking forward to this new upcoming year. But I'm going to talk about some key differences that I noticed between high school and college, and some just major differences I noticed between Alabama and Tennessee in general. Number one, touched on this a little bit, new friends. I made a group of about 15 people, I would say, in the span of a week. And we were all pretty content with each other. There was no bickering or fighting. There was like a little bit of drama with one person, but like it didn't really matter. It seemed like everyone was on a good page, and we would always get food together and watch TV together, and it's like a little family, because you're all trying to band together because you're all away from home, right? You're all in a new space. It's like everyone's in this new environment together, so why not band together and try to you know make the best of it, which I think is what we did. But throughout college, I noticed that the group changed. I met new people. Some people, just didn't get along with, so they were gone. But again, I get to pick who I hang out with, so it's not like I'm stuck with the same amount of people. And I think, based on my own interests, including gaming and I don't know, football and uh, just stuff that I enjoy, I feel like most of my new friends in college also enjoy the exact same stuff because there's more variety of people to choose from. So you get to find some pretty close people that are tailored to your interests. And I don't know, it was just amazing. Like it was one of the coolest things ever to meet these people. And you can probably hear it in my voice. I'm excited to see them again. I'll see some of them this weekend. But I guess the next part that I'm trying to touch on is independence. Now, my parents typically let me do whatever I want as long as I don't, break the law or something. So, I get to drive, out late or whatever. They don't really care when I'm home as long as I let them know where I am. So, I'm a pretty lax family. So, I feel like I won't exactly understand the amount of independence that some other people have compared to mine. But even the little bit that I got was great. I didn't have to worry about money since I got a full ride. So, I got to pay for food, and not really worry about what I'm going to eat today or tomorrow because, there's places on campus, and if on the rare occasion I want to treat myself, maybe we'll go to like somewhere off campus. And I don't know, if it felt like money was never an issue, which was good. I never had to tell anyone where I was, which is not that big of a deal, I guess. But it's nice knowing that anything negative to like dealing with my parents, I didn't have to deal with it for months. Like I mean, I would talk to dad once a week. I talked to mom once a week, but there was no there. And also, like that dynamic creates like a positive dynamic for whenever I do come back from college, because since they haven't seen me in so long, it's like they want to make all the time they have with me precious and special. So it creates a special sort of relationship between your parents once you go off, because they also respect your boundaries a little more. I know my dad, for example, like he went and asked about my personal life, my friends, who I'm dating. Like he was very respectful of that, and so was mom. And it was very nice to have that amount of respect as an adult, which I didn't experience beforehand. Um, and I feel like overall it was a very beneficial experience for me and my parents' relationships, as well as me and my friends are back home, because my friends are back home and I would also cherish the time we had together if I ever came home. Um, but I guess what I'm trying to say is at the same time that you're having a great time in college, it also increases those strong benefits from back home. I mean, the strong relationships from back home. Like it's like those connections grow stronger. I mean, and also the good thing is the ones that don't matter, like the connections or friendships that don't matter, they fade. So you don't have to worry about those anymore. I mean, I lost probably 8 people in high school that I would consider buddy buddy. Now, I haven't talked to them in like 6 months, like, and that's just how it is. You get to see who is in it for the long run and who's just a high school friend, and that's okay. It's not like there's anything bad with being just a high school friend, but um, it's just it's really helps you out in the friendship department to see who's there and who's not going to be there. Um, Living in a dorm was also a great experience. I got to just walk down walk down the hall to see my buddies. We got to all play games all night, or have parties in our dorms, or meet new people. It was just a great experience, and our RAs weren't that bad, so it's not like they ever told on us if it got too loud or something. So it was very nice to have that experience as well. Um, Classes, now that's where it gets a little sketchy. So first semester I did not do well at all, but I think that was because of my pre-college emotions. I feel like I was in not a good place when I first got to college, and I feel like it takes a little bit to adjust to your new schedule. It takes time. It takes effort to kick yourself out of the bed in the morning. Like, because if you miss class, no one's gonna yell at you for it. You got to do it yourself. Um, and I feel like that takes a little bit of time to get used to. It took me about half a semester to get used to. It was a little too late in my first semester when I finally got the hang of it, but second semester was a lot better grade wise. But it felt like I get it's a new sense of independence. Like you have to take care of yourself. Um, as far as walking to class, or like, because that's a new thing. You have to walk like a mile to get to your classes. Or maybe depending on how you set your schedule. My first class at 9 a.m. was in a psych building that was like a mile away, so that was kind of a drag. But it was a good walk in the morning. You get to walk around campus. It's beautiful. It was nice. I would overall say I got to second semester learn more of what I wanted to than I did first semester,
All right,
especially since I was, majoring in the wrong major. Um,
that's really annoying.
but classes were not a big issue for me as far as difficulty goes. I don't think. At least my second semester it wasn't. First semester was hard as hell, but I feel like once you get the hang of it, it's a lot easier, and it more becomes like a secondary thing that you're not really thinking about too much. Obviously you're worrying about classes and stuff, but like I feel like you get to have fun without worrying about school, class tomorrow or the test next week, as long as you make sure that you have a good study habits. So
No,
that's about as much as I'm going to talk about
that's me.
school. Post college. Well, actually, before I talk about
Oh
post
shit!
college, I'm going to talk
Jump,
about my girlfriend real quick.
bitch.
I met someone in October. Her name's Nicole. Um, and she changed my life for the better. That was another thing about college, is that I met an amazing woman who I'm currently dating, and I think she has also significantly helped me out, not only in classes, not only in helping me meet new people, but also being in a better mood or bringing my mood up on the daily. Um, and I think that made a big difference as well as far as my college experience. Because without her, my college experience would not be the same,
20
not nearly the
in
same.
kills.
So I'm
Really
just gonna
annoying.
shout her out and thank her for
I
that
can always
in this
make it
video.
again.
Um, moving on to post college. So right when I got back, it was cool for like half a second until I was like, wait a minute, I don't like want to be here. Like it feels like you closed uh, a book that you were just reading and loved, like you were in the middle of it, you just closed it because you had to go do something. Like it's just stopping a chapter in my life to have a small little break that I don't want. It's kind of annoying. But I noticed that the friends that I made in Alabama, like I want to see them. Like I don't. It's weird going from seeing them every day to
What's up?
seeing them not at all. Same with my girlfriend as well. It's a change that honestly really sucks. I never thought it could be this bad.
Like you said, dude.
The only good thing about it is that I know I can go back to do it. Like I know I can go back to college in about 2 months ish. So it's not like it's the worst thing in the world, but
Right.
I noticed around me, the people around me that are, that my friends from back home, they also seem down and sad a lot. Most of them, not well, actually, not most of them, like half of them. The other half seem like they're ready to be back and ready to, work again in the summer and have a great time. But I've noticed that the people who really, really enjoyed college don't want to be home, which kind of it sucks. It's like I don't know. I felt like I had stuff to do, every day in college, and now when I'm back home, it feels like It's just like a day after day kind of thing where you just go through the motions. You go to work, you go home, you play games, you go to bed. And in college, it was different. I'd go to class, I'd hang out with friends, we'd have parties on the weekends. It'd be a different atmosphere, and it felt like not having someone around me 24/7 was a big change because I would always have people around me
Damn,
who
dude.
could I could talk to and play games with or just hang out with. So it's kind of a weird change to be back home, and that's not the same thing anymore. But I'm very optimistic about how it's going to be when I return. I'm going to try to make the best of this summer, and try to get closer to the people that I'm here with, and maybe we can get through these next few months. But I just thought I'd sit down and tell the YouTubes how I really feel. So this was a dunk discussion. It's good to have you, and tune in next week for another video. Thank you. Signing out.